Hey everyone, I'm just sitting outside doing some sorting of lids, and I just thought I'd do a quick video showing you good lids to provide and not so good lids to provide. I have to manually sort all of the lids that are sent to me. So let's go through and I'm going to show you some of the good stuff and the bad stuff. So I'm going to switch the camera around. Ta-da! Like magic. So these are the things that I'm sorting. I sort them into two, which is the HDPE, 4 which is LDPE, 5 which is polypropylene. Here are some of the lids that I've been sent. So good examples of things to recycle. I need to know that the plastic that I'm using, what type it is. So you can see these are drink can holders. You can see there's a very clear 2 inside a triangle there. It says HDPE underneath it. That doesn't matter. I'm looking for the 2 inside the triangle. So that's a good one. Oh my goodness, I just noticed how shaky the camera is. Let's see if I can hold that smoother. That's better. Goodness me. So that's a good one. I can keep that one. So that one goes into my 2 tub. Let's have a look. So a 4. This one here. See if I can see where it is. There it is. There's a 4 inside the triangle. That's a good one. I can tuck that one in my tub. So that goes into the 4 tub. This is a 5. You can see there's a big triangle there with a 5 in it. So that goes into my 5 tub. And so they're the good ones. I can use those. The ones that I can't use are ones that don't have a number. So for example, if we look at this one here, I'll try and get it into the light. There's numbers there, but they're not inside a recycled triangle. So I can't trust those numbers. They could be batch numbers, they could be the number of the mold, they could be anything. So anything that doesn't have a number, I chuck in there. So there's another one there. It's a nice blue one. No number, because I don't know what type of plastic it is. I have to throw it out. Also, another thing not to provide. Some lids have this rubber inner section. It's attached to the lid. It can't be pulled off or peeled off, and I can't shred these. I don't know what the plastic is for starters, but those last 2 I chucked in there because I might be able to use these in something that wouldn't ever be recycled. I can just do a big blend of plastics, but I just can't use this one. That one just has to go straight into the rubbish bin. Oh goodness, that's a shaky camera. Another thing I ask is that you clean your lids. Now, I've washed these lids. They've gone through, I use a faulty washing machine that still has an agitation process. I've washed these lids twice and some of that gunk is not coming out. I can't use that. I'm not going to shred that. So that's just straight into the rubbish. So give your lids a quick clean for me. Also, I get some people, they take these circles off the bottles and they include these. Please don't do that. 2 problems. Well, first of all, there's no number on this. The number was on the lid. I'm assuming it was from the 4s, but I don't know. And as soon as this is separated from the lid, I have no idea what type of plastic this is. So I'm going to have to throw that out, or at least chuck it in the pink, what I call a pink bucket. But the other problem, and the even bigger one, the reason why the bottles are designed for these lids to stay on them is fauna. Animals get stuck in these, particularly the blue ones. You get the blue circle. The bowerbirds love collecting blue. These do a lot of damage to our local wildlife. So what I have to do is, after I do a sort, I get all of these ones and I actually have to chop them in half just to make sure that they can't do any damage to the local animals. So please don't include these fellas, leave them on the bottle. The only exception to that is if it's still attached to the lid. So that if that had peeled off, I'd have to throw that bit out, but because it's still attached to the lid and the lid has a recycle number, this is a 4, you might not be able to pick it up there, I can still use that one, so keep that. Also, a lot of lids come with these are little foam inserts. Please remove those for me. I just have to do it anyway. It just slows down the whole sorting process. and that's a 2, so I can keep that fella. Last but not least, I get some lids. Now this is a lid, it does have a 5 on it. So you can't really see it there, but there is a 5 inside the triangle, so in theory this one is something that I can use, except it's got a label on it. Or even worse, some of them are screen printed. Trying to remove the labels and the associated glue, it's just very difficult, so please try to leave those out, because it's just too much work. I mean, it's enough work just sorting them. If you add the extra time of having to remove labels, it just makes it not viable. So please leave those off, and if you could do that, that makes my job a little bit easier, though it's still time consuming to sort all of these. I've nearly finished my current batch or bag full of lids, and then we can get these things shredded and turned into something new a lot quicker.